Hi, I'm Kevin Hill, and welcome back to another episode of our Painting Together. Today is our final episode where we're going to put in the last details, and I'm even going to show you what it looks like in a frame. At the end of this video, be sure to vote. I'm going to have options for the next painting that we're going to do together. You guys have showed so much support for this series, so we're going to go ahead and continue it, and I can't wait to see what you guys want to do for the next painting. For now, let's get started on this one. We'll start off today here with a little mix of white and blue, and to that we'll add a little bit of clear gel medium. And I've got the detail round going, and this is dry, and because that was last week, and we're going to go ahead and just paint in some little flowers, because you guys overwhelmingly chose flowers, which is cool. I love little mountain wildflowers. There, we're going to do a whole bunch of them, because we really want to bring this area forward and make it all pretty, and oh, it's going to be neat. Okay, now the reason I put that clear gel in is because it's dry. I just want it to flow better. And that clear gel is great. It won't make it too slippery. It's just, oh, it's really pretty. All right, now, maybe don't want to spend too long doing this sort of thing because we may want to come in and put in a little bit of green. Gotta have green. Now that we have a decent amount of those little yellow ones in, I'm gonna go back to my white because what few I put in, I kind of messed up. So I'm gonna go back and stick them in again. And this time, we're gonna work on little clumps of flowers. And then as we come forward, I'm gonna make them just a little bit bigger, indicating a petal or two every once in a while. There we go. Nice. So see, this is like one plant, and we're gonna throw leaves on everything. And we're gonna do pull-up grass. You know, the little grass, you take the liner brush, you pull up. Okay, so there's a little clump of white flowers. You could really sit here and paint each flower. Now, obviously, I don't want to do that, but if you want to, you can. There. You have the total option of doing that. And if it's what you want to do for your painting, then great. You should do it. I just don't feel like it needs it. Not in my painting today. There we go. Oh boy. You just keep doing these over and over again until you're happy with the overall effect. Now that we've got most of our little flowers in fact we have a few more than we want, we're going to now cover up some of these areas with leaves. So I'm going to start down here. I like this area down here. Let's just begin. Well, first of all, let's start right here. Let me show you. This little yellow flower, I want to just draw a little bit of a stem, and then from there pull out some leaves. There we go. This is super loose and impressionistic. Do not fall into the trap of thinking, well, the leaves have to actually connect, and nah, that doesn't make any difference. Who cares if the leaves connect? Nobody's going to trace your leaves back to your stem. That's not the point. The point is that we have a nice loose light and dark area for the leaves. See that? A lot of dark. And it makes these leaves show up really nice. There we go. See that? Brighten the leaves one shade if you want to. Watch this. On the right hand side, go. Make sure you have a nice point on the brush. Go a little brighter. Nice. There we go. Look at that. And this is just a little bit on the repetitive side, so I'm just gonna show you a few more, and then we'll finish up the rest real quick, and then come back and we'll do some liner brush work. See, I changed colors here. Let's make it slightly more cool. Put these little leaves and things in that one, and maybe in a minute I'll come back to it. There. Throw a little bit of, oh, you know, whatever. A couple more flowers in it or details. There. A couple of leaves that kind of hang over. That's cool. In the background, maybe we want to throw some of this color. A little blue in this yellow, and see, I'm just using a yellow and green mix. A little bit of blue, and it cools it down and makes it so nice. So different. See how that just jumps out because it's unlike everything else in the painting? Let's go over here. So that's what you do to make your flowers really stand out. Make them look like they're connected to something that's not, well, it's not just mossy grass. There, cool down that green. Here, stick some leaves. And remember, you paint more flowers than you want to. Have in the finished product because they get covered. See this? You can come back in with a little black. Put in your darks if you need to. There, because darks inside these little plants look so good. Don't worry about getting too much paint. At this point, it's all just, oh, it's pretty texturized, and we're not going to be going over this much at all. Maybe just a flower or two, but that's it. So feel free to get a little more buildup of paint out here to get a nice bright flower or a nice bright leaf. It's all good. Back over here. And just a couple more. Good. Now one thing I want to show you here that's important, just take a little bit of yellow. Watch how this makes the flowers come alive. I've got a lot of paint out on my brush. And just stick a little yellow center in the middle of a few, not each flower, just a few. See this terrible glob of paint here? Watch what happens when you set a little center in the middle. There, it becomes a little flower. It's impressionistic and it's beautiful. There. This will make your painting jump way up in quality if you just spend the time to do these little things. Show people that you really care about your work. Spend a few minutes playing with the details. Good. See, some of the flowers don't have to be perfect and they don't all have to have petals in the right spot. Put a center in and they just look like a flower. It's amazing. Obviously that's just on these little white ones. The others are different variety. Even these over here, they can get a little center and look at that, they come alive. I'm being really careful here not to go crazy with the color. See that? I'm trying to dull my colors a little, especially my reds, because these are not like bright red wildflowers, not today. Not today. So but I do like that red, so. There, I'm just trying to give you guys as much action on these wildflowers as I could possibly think up. I want these to be really beautiful. So that's why I'm spending so much time on something that is so, well, so small really in the grand scheme of the whole painting. It's not that big of a deal, the wildflowers, but you guys really wanted them, so I'm going to do my best here. Now, as I was reaching for the little liner brush to get it ready, I discovered that I didn't put any rocks or anything down here. Now, I know you guys did not vote for a whole bunch of rocks, but actually I've just been meaning to put a few in here a couple episodes ago, just because it needed a little more. If it's so rocky all through here, there's got to be something in the water. Otherwise, it just didn't look natural. So what I decided to do was, in order to keep the interest and the detail focused on the mountain wildflower area, I decided just to simply come in with a, not so big, small rocks, nothing crazy, not a lot of highlight or detail. And then that way we'll continue to keep the detail sitting right where it should be on these little flowers, right where we all want it. There, or at least you guys. But I really do enjoy working with you. You have some good ideas, and I never would have guessed this is how the painting would have turned out, but I'm glad it did. I think it is so fun. I've had a great time. And I know you guys have enjoyed it a lot, so that's exciting for me. There we go. Now, liner brush. A little bit of thin oil, and our same green color we had from the plants. I'm going to pull this out, draw it to a nice point, and let's start right over here. There's a large, large area over here where we can just go crazy with these little grasses. Good. And this helps to make some beautiful detailed areas. This brush will come to just the craziest point if you load it properly. There, and make sure you wash this brush out really, really good every time you use it, so that it stays really beautiful and sharp. If you take care of it, this brush is going to be amazing for a long time. There. All right, well that's it. We finally completed our first painting together. Now all I'm going to do is sign it, and then we'll see what it looks like in a frame. Now make sure you choose an area of the painting that doesn't have too much texture or wet paint. It's a little tricky to sign over a lot of thick paint. All right, here it is, our finished painting hanging on a wall. I carefully popped it into a frame. Although it's a little wet, it should be just fine. I picked a frame that had a little bit of tan and gold to pull out the beautiful colors in the rocks. I want to thank you so much for your support and all your votes because it really made this painting so exciting and so much fun for me. I hope you guys had a great time. We're going to be starting up a brand new painting very soon, so be sure to go to the website right now and vote for which subject you would like to see next. And even if you're watching these after the voting is already closed and the painting's long done, that's okay. Go back and check out all of the videos because it gives you a great understanding of how a painting is created and how to come up with your own composition. So I hope you had a wonderful time. Thanks so much for your support, and thanks for watching.